In the fast-paced world of cryptocurrency, stories of innovation and upheaval often dominate headlines, but few have sent shockwaves through the global financial community quite like the revelation of North Korea's audacious cyber heists. What started as whispers of suspicious activity on blockchain networks has now crystallized into one of the most alarming tales of digital crime in modern history. A saga where cutting-edge technology, state-sponsored espionage, and geopolitical intrigue collide. The curtain was dramatically pulled back in February 2025 when authorities uncovered the largest cryptocurrency theft ever recorded. The Dubai-based exchange, Bybit, had fallen victim to a staggering $1.5 billion hack, a crime so vast in scale that it instantly dwarfed previous cyber heists. The FBI moved quickly, tracing the stolen funds as they were rapidly converted into Bitcoin and other virtual assets, then dispersed across thousands of digital wallets spanning multiple blockchains. This was not the work of amateur hackers or rogue individuals. It was, as international investigators soon confirmed, a meticulously orchestrated operation by North Korean state-sponsored hackers, most notably the infamous Lazarus Group. But to truly grasp the magnitude of this crime, one must look back at the pattern of cyber aggression that has marked North Korea's presence in the digital realm. In 2024 alone, North Korean hackers siphoned off an estimated $1.34 billion in cryptocurrency, executing 47 separate cyber attacks. That single nation was responsible for a staggering 61% of all cryptocurrency stolen worldwide that year. These weren't isolated incidents or crimes of opportunity. They signaled a deliberate, state-driven campaign, leveraging technical expertise and an intricate understanding of blockchain's strengths and vulnerabilities. The Lazarus Group, operating under the aegis of North Korea's Reconnaissance General Bureau, the country's primary intelligence agency, has become synonymous with large-scale, sophisticated cybercrime. Their operations are as diverse as they are dangerous, ranging from phishing campaigns and malware attacks to the exploitation of software vulnerabilities in crypto exchanges. Analysts believe that the funds stolen in these attacks are funneled directly into North Korea's nuclear weapons program, circumventing international sanctions and providing a lifeline for Pyongyang's ambitions. The Bybit hack was both the culmination and the latest escalation in North Korea's cyber offensive. The theft was meticulously planned. After breaching Bybit's security systems, the hackers moved the stolen assets at lightning speed, breaking them up into smaller transactions and scattering them across countless blockchain addresses. This tactic, known as chain hopping, makes it extremely difficult for law enforcement to track the funds in real time. Yet despite these efforts, the scale of the theft was so enormous that it could not go unnoticed. The Bybit incident followed a series of high-profile hacks in the preceding months. In Japan, the DMM Bitcoin exchange lost $308 million to North Korean attackers, while India's WazirX suffered a $235 million breach. In each case, the hackers demonstrated a deep knowledge not only of technical vulnerabilities, but also of the operational procedures and human factors at play within these organizations. These cyber attacks are not only about stealing money, they are about destabilizing trust. Each successful breach erodes confidence in the security of digital assets and exposes the vulnerabilities of the global financial system. For individuals and institutions alike, the threat is no longer hypothetical. Crypto workers around the world now live in a climate of heightened vigilance, acutely aware that every login, every transaction could be the entry point for a sophisticated attack. In response to this rising tide of cybercrime, international authorities have begun to push back with unprecedented vigor. The U.S. Department of Justice, in conjunction with the FBI, has intensified its pursuit of North Korean cybercriminals. In June 2025, a major breakthrough was announced. Arrests and indictments were made in connection with a North Korean IT worker scheme that had infiltrated over 100 U.S. companies. North Korean nationals posing as legitimate remote IT freelancers had quietly embedded themselves within corporate networks, causing over $3 million in damages and stealing at least $900,000 in cryptocurrency. This operation was not just about theft. It was about gaining access, planting digital footholds, and gathering intelligence. At the policy level, the U.S. Department of Treasury has enacted new sanctions targeting cryptocurrency mixing services and tools linked to North Korean hackers. These measures are designed to disrupt the laundering networks that allow stolen funds to be cleaned and converted into fiat currency. The message is clear. The era of impunity for cybercriminals is ending. Yet, the reality on the ground is complex. Cryptocurrency, by its very nature, offers both transparency and anonymity. Every transaction is recorded on the blockchain, but the identities behind wallet addresses are often shrouded in secrecy. North Korean hackers exploit this duality, leveraging sophisticated techniques to obfuscate their tracks. They employ chain hopping, tumblers, and unregulated exchanges to break the link between the origin and destination of stolen funds. In some cases, they even convert cryptocurrencies into privacy coins, further complicating efforts to trace the money. What makes North Korea's approach so alarming is the scale and coordination of its operations. Unlike freelance hackers driven by personal gain, North Korean cyber actors operate as part of a state apparatus, with clear lines of command and strategic objectives. Their activities are integrated into the broader machinery of the regime, supporting not only nuclear development, but also diplomatic leverage and domestic stability. For the global cryptocurrency industry, the stakes could not be higher. Exchanges are investing heavily in cybersecurity, deploying advanced monitoring tools, multi-factor authentication, and rigorous compliance checks. Yet, the attackers are evolving just as quickly, constantly probing for new weaknesses and exploiting lapses in vigilance. The human dimension of these attacks is often overlooked, but it is no less important. Crypto workers, developers, analysts, compliance officers now find themselves on the front lines of a digital arms race. Many report a sense of siege, describing an environment where spear-phishing emails, social engineering attempts, and malware-laden job offers are a daily reality. The psychological toll is significant. Every suspicious message is a potential threat. Every new colleague a possible infiltrator. The international response is gaining momentum, but it is a race against time. Coordination between nations, regulatory bodies, and private companies is essential. Information sharing, rapid incident response, and robust law enforcement are all critical components of an effective defense. Yet, as the Bybit hack demonstrated, even the most well-resourced organizations can fall victim if a single vulnerability is left unaddressed. The broader implications of North Korea's cyber campaign extend far beyond the world of cryptocurrency. These attacks are a stark reminder that the tools of warfare and statecraft have evolved. In the digital age, power can be exercised through lines of code as easily as through conventional weaponry. The theft of $1.5 billion from Bybit was not just a financial crime. It was a geopolitical act, with consequences that reverberate across borders and industries. For everyday users of cryptocurrency, the lessons are sobering. Vigilance is essential. Strong passwords, hardware wallets, and two-factor authentication are no longer optional. They are the minimum standard for participation in this new financial landscape. Awareness of phishing tactics, suspicious links, and fraudulent job offers can mean the difference between safety and disaster. Yet, it is also important to recognize the resilience of the crypto community. In the wake of these attacks, exchanges and blockchain analysts have demonstrated remarkable tenacity, working together across jurisdictions to trace stolen funds and freeze compromised assets. The transparency inherent in blockchain technology, while exploited by hackers for obfuscation, also provides a powerful tool for investigators. The future of cryptocurrency will be shaped, in part, by how the industry and its users respond to these threats. As North Korea continues to refine its tactics, the challenge will be to stay one step ahead, leveraging the same spirit of innovation that gave birth to digital assets in the first place. In the corridors of power, policymakers are grappling with difficult questions. How can international sanctions be enforced in a borderless digital economy? What new forms of cooperation are needed to combat state-sponsored cybercrime? The answers are still unfolding, but the urgency is clear. The story of North Korea's crypto heists is still being written. Each new development brings fresh insights into the evolving nature of cyber conflict. The $1.5 billion Bybit theft, the record-breaking cyber attacks of 2024, and the relentless efforts of law enforcement all form part of a complex, high-stakes drama. As the world watches, one thing is certain: the battle for control in the digital age is far from over. The lessons learned from North Korea's audacious exploits will inform not only the future of cryptocurrency, but the broader struggle to secure our digital lives. For now, the story stands as both a warning and a call to action. A reminder that in the world of crypto, vigilance, collaboration, and adaptability are our strongest defenses against the forces of disruption.